All right. Hey guys, I wanted to show you how to make an event on Facebook. Events work really well for me as far as inviting. So I wanted to go over a little bit how to do that and maybe even how to boost that. Okay, so I'm going to come over here to events. This is my personal page. Now notice I don't have anything right here. My newsfeed is not popped up because I have a special app on there to where I cannot look at my newsfeed so I don't waste time. So that's why I have no newsfeed here. So anyway, I'm going to events and I'm going to just create an event so you can see how I do that. All right, so the very first thing is you want to create a public event. And I'm going to use my like page. Now I can use my personal page, but it's probably not the best thing because you can't get to as many people as you'd like as far as the public goes if you have a private Facebook page, which you probably do. So create a public event. I'm going to use my page to host it, and then it wants me to add a picture. So to add a picture, I'm going to come over here to canva.com, and this is my personal Canva page, so I have all these things I've made on here. But I'm going to make a new one by going to More, and then scrolling down to Facebook event cover. So depending on what I'm gonna call it, I always, if you see right here where it says free, I always use the free ones. They're just as good as the paid ones. I mean, the paid ones are definitely a little more detailed, but we don't need much detail when we're making an event image because we want to get straight to the point and we don't want all this all these colors and different things going crazy on our event image. Okay, so I'm just gonna choose this one. It's real simple. Let's see, next month, I'm trying to think of a catchy name. Recently I've tried to keep the program name out of it. I've tried to not say anything about Beachbody, just because there are so many people doing that and I want to stand out. So the one I'm doing right now is called Bikini Boot Camp, and I will go over there and show you that in just a minute. We're all going to be doing 22-minute hardcore. Some people are doing Insanity, some 21-day fix, but mostly it's the 22-minute hardcore. That's why I called it Bikini Boot Camp. So let's just pretend, again, I'm gonna call this one Bikini Boot Camp. And you can make this font smaller so it fits. Let's see, I'm just gonna, just for time, that's good. I usually delete, I don't have very many words on there. Let's see, I want this to be over here. There we go. All right, so then I usually, I hope my dog doesn't start barking. Then I usually put a picture of me because what is going to make them stop scrolling? Selfies always make people stop scrolling. So I'm gonna go over here to Elements, Frames. It doesn't matter which one you pick, there are so many. So I'm just giving you an example here. There's tons of frames. And then I have some pictures I've used for a long time on here. So I'm gonna choose the one, oh, whoops. Hold on. Let me try another frame so you get a good idea. Let's do this one. Nope. Sorry, guys. Here we go. Hopefully this one works. Again, you can just play with these. You can trash them if they don't work. So this is the picture I used for my Bikini Boot Camp. I'm going to pull it over right there. You can enlarge it. You can make it smaller. It's totally up to you. All right, and then I usually put the date. So I know mine is starting May 16th. Where'd it go? Might be, there we go. Okay, and then I may put a couple other words. Maybe I'll put my Facebook website, but not much. I mostly want this word to stick out, which I would, again, probably make it a lot bigger. There we go. This one down. And center. Okay, so I make this a lot bigger because I want that to stand out. The date's a little smaller. I have a picture of myself or some type of picture that makes them stop scrolling. Okay, I'm not going to save this, but I will show you how to do it. So here is Bikini Boot Camp. That's what I'm going to call it. You can rename it by clicking on it if you want. And then you want to download it to your computer. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my event. Let's pretend that I'm going to try to find the one that I already made. Here it is. I'm going to call it this. Okay, so there is my picture. It says drag to reposition, but you really can't. So I don't know why it says that. Okay, event name is Bikini Boot Camp. Location, I usually put your home, home sweet home, no need to go anywhere, something like that. I add the date. I usually put around 9 a.m. because they are going to get an alert and I don't want them to be woke up. If I don't want to put like 5 a.m. if they're still sleeping and this alert goes off on their Facebook page that their event is starting. So I usually put around 9 a.m. or so. Co-host, I always add my personal page. Okay. And then I can add other people if I'm co-hosting. And then I go to create. Now I'm actually not going to push create. I'm going to go to my actual Bikini Boot Camp and show you real fast. Okay, so here's what it looks like. I'm going to click on it. And so it looks just like what I did. Here's the name. Actually, I called this one Hardcore on the picture, but I named it Bikini Boot Camp. The date, I have my logo right there, my picture. There's the date, the time. It's in your home. And then over here, it shows you how many people are interested, how many people are going, and how many people I invited personally. So I also like to add a little blurb here to talk about what is going on. I usually use, so if you notice, Bikini Boot Camp, going, can, yes, and going again are in capital letters because I want those words to stick out to people. All right, so how do you invite? You go over here, make sure this says that you are going because you don't want to say that you are interested in your own event. You want to make sure that you are going. Okay, invite. Now you can choose friends. You can share this whole event on your page. Right here, you can share it on your personal page. I like to choose friends. You can go over here to all these categories. You have tons of friends on there. If you click, and then send invites, those people are going to get personal invites to that. Okay, so you can, again, like I said, you can share it on your page. So here's my page. I can share it there. There's a bunch of different things you can do. Also, one other thing I do, let me see if I can find it. That's not it. Maybe manage post. Nope. Okay, somewhere, I can't remember, I think it's when you are actually making the event, there's a place where it says if you click on it, then you won't have people posting on the event. So maybe they want to ask a question. I'll give you an example down here. So this lady right here, so I clicked and nothing happened. I'm really interested though. I had to approve that message before it went on the event page. Now you can have it open, anybody can post on there, but since it's public, I like to approve it first, okay? Let's see, okay, so now let's say I want to boost this event. Because it's public, I want more eyes on it. So if this, I've already boosted it, that's why it says view. Okay, so I boosted this. My budget was $5. I boosted it for $5. I targeted women because I targeted my demographic, which was women ages 24 to 45 who live in the United States and Canada. I put a few other things on there and just promoted it to $5. So then it gets into more people's newsfeed. Now, if you notice right here, 31 interested, 32 going, I'd say half of both of those categories are people I don't know. So my boost went really well. That was really good. And you can see your insights down here. So this was in 3,000 people's newsfeed, 161 people viewed it, 65 responded. I mean, you can really look closely at that. So that's an event. And then the people that commit and they purchase the challenge pack, then I move those people to a closed challenge group or use the app and do my accountability group on there. So that's kind of a special thing. One more thing. So you can see all my posts on here. I want to go down and show you something special. I really like to, before I get to this part, I really like to do a, all right, I have 2 or I have 3 Fixate cookbooks to give away for the first 3 people who commit to a challenge pack. I never say purchase, I say commit to a challenge pack. I like to do that because I want to hit Success Club by the 15th of every month. So the last 15 days I can focus on my team. So let me see if okay, I don't think it's on here because it was Facebook Live. What I did is I went to Facebook Live and showed them the Fixate cookbooks and how they can be used. And also that if they're the first 3 people to commit, they get one of those Fixate cookbooks. I also talked about the prizes during the challenge group, which is going to be, I think it was 4 packets of Shakeology. I have a performance line sampler pack and a couple other prizes that will be throughout the group. On an event page, I like to show before and afters results. So this is real. This is her 8-week transformation. Okay, I have another transformation. That's usually how I start my events. I started sending messages, and on Facebook, if you are not friends with that person, then they're not going to get your message. It goes to the filtered area. So I make sure to say that. If we're not friends, check your filtered folder. More before and afters. Here is a video actually of Annie and I is a quick video of Annie and I doing 22-minute hardcore. Okay, so I put a video on there. I said it's starting May 16th. Just had a little, I know what you're thinking type of post. I know you're nervous. I know you're not sure about this, but give it a try type thing. I talk about the prizes here. Somebody asked a question. Again, I talked about those filtered messages because people weren't seeing the messages. Someone asked another question. I just did a little, the group is growing so exciting. I talked about Beachbody On Demand. Another message. And then I did this one where I had one more Fixate cookbook to share for someone who committed. And I just wanted to give them a heads up that there was one more left if they wanted that. All right, so that's kind of how I do an event. It works really well for me. I do one every month, and I try to change the picture, the colors. I try to get it to where people will stop scrolling and figure out what I'm talking about. So Bikini Boot Camp, it's almost summer. That's why people are like, ooh, maybe I need to look at this. I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, please let me know, and we'll talk soon. Bye.